Alright, welcome everybody. It's a little different than what we've been doing before because there's no signal on this hill. This is like sort of near where the Acropolis is. If you saw the stream when we were going towards the Acropolis, it cut out more and more as we got near it and then completely cut out when we got to it. So I'm on a sort of like a little footpath tour thing. It's just like a big open gardens footpath area with all these interesting landmarks that I'm checking out. And I figure I will just videotape it instead of streaming it, since I wouldn't be able to get to the internet either way. So I hope you enjoy. And I'm going to be kind of looking through. There's not really a lot of like accompanying materials for this. There's not even like a brochure for it. But there was a sign at the beginning that points out like the path and all of the landmarks on the path. So I'm going to be kind of reading my notes of sort of what everything is as we go. Currently what we're on is number 42 on this list, which is the paths of Picionis. The description here, I actually kind of want to read this. So let's take a look. According to Plutarch, it was on the hill of the Muses, the Nyx, and the hill of the Nymphs that the battles between Theseus and the Amazons took place. Monuments visible today, as well as excavation, show that the hills were continuously inhabited from prehistoric to post-Byzantine times. The southeast foot of the hill from the Muses had a prehistoric settlement, and at the east, significant remains of late geometric graves, 8th century BC. We did some art in geometric style from 8th century, if you recall, have been found, establishing the extent of the rich geometric cemetery on the southern section of the Acropolis. In archaic times, the installation of the ecclesia of the people in specially constructed area of the Nyx, as well as the shrines dedicated to the relationship of the area with the city that was developing around the Acropolis. In classical times, with the construction of the Themistoclean Wall, the West Hills were incorporated into the fabric of the city of Athens and served as a node of defense when Pericles built the long walls to connect them and the Piraeus. Within the walled area west of the Acropolis, they developed the important demes of Melite, Koile, and Koletos with thick settlement. The deme of Koile is crossed by the road through Koile, known from Herodotus, a much frequented axis for traffic and commerce, which protected between the long walls led from Athens to the Piraeus, which is like the dock port area. At the end of the 4th century BC, the construction of the Diatekisma, which established a boundary along the length of the hilltops, left a large extent of the demes of Melite and Koile without protection. It consequently went into a gradual decline. The road as well came to be used less, as we see from the narrowing of its width and the encroachment of its roadside cemeteries in the late Hellenistic and Roman times. With the invasion of Sulla, 86 BC, the walls were torn down, and then the city of Athens gradually shrank into the area around the ancient and Roman agora. Although from time to time, new walls defined the extent of the city, Diatekisma, kept in repair until medieval times, served the city as a first line of defense from the west. Today, traces ineffectually cut into the rock of dense ancient habitation, public buildings, shrines, roadways, water systems, houses, workshops, cemeteries, and preserved walls, together with the famous monuments of the Nyx and Philopopos, make the hills especially important for the study of the history, topography, and town planning of ancient Athens. To understand what I'm going through here, I don't know if you can see my phone, but like I took a picture of the sign and there's all these like shadows all over it from the leaves on the trees above, so it's like hard for me to read it. So we're currently on the paths of Picionis, and we're about to come up to here, number 3, which is Sanctuary of Aias and Hercules, 4th century BC. Aias, as you recall, is in our story, post-Homerica, He's also known as Ajax. He's one of the most famous heroes of the Trojan War. So is that this? Or is it this? Or is it both of them? Let's take a look around. Whoa. I don't know what's going on in there. It's a little hole down here. It's like a well or something. It actually went down pretty far. That's kind of freaky. Is this number 1? Oh yeah, so we're at number 1. I guess the sanctuary was over there. I think this is the IS Heracles thing over this way. This can't be it. Well, I don't know what the IS Heracles thing was then. So yeah, it looks like this splits and goes up towards prison of Socrates, which is that way, I guess. Let's go take a look. That's the second time I walked into a church with a camera strapped to my chest. It feels sort of wrong. So I don't know what this is, unless it's part of the same structure. Let's take a look at our reference guide here. Yeah, this I think is the same thing. So I'd like to go towards prison of Socrates. If we keep going down, we'll get to Dipolon above the gates. Okay. That's this. Whoa. So that means that, right, that makes sense. So this will have to be going towards 4, which is, okay, the prison will be this way then. Yeah, it's kind of hard to read the map. Even the guy who was like in the front gate desk didn't really know definitively where the map started. But if we're doing this, we should see the prison on the right side. Oh, it's probably that. Wow, cool. Very dusty over here. Dust getting in your eyes. Whoa, cool. I mean, not cool. Socrates was brutally executed, but cool looking prison. I don't know if you can see anything in there. What's up with people throwing oranges into their cells? So if we keep going, there's not necessarily anything specific. If we go up like this, we'll reach a bunch of stuff and we'll be able to loop back down. So some of this stuff was used during World War II as well, which I guess is where some of these like more modern looking changes come from. Alright, let's go up these stairs. I think this is going to lead where we want. Whoa. Yeah, it's insane. Whew. So that, I don't know what that is. I think that might be the ruins that Hadrian completed. I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at, but the sort of stuff under the Acropolis. And then to the left of the Acropolis, I also don't know what that is. I gotta imagine there was an easier way to go than what we just did, because it's a very steep hill. I think this is 36, which will be Macedonian fortress. Whoa. Oh, this is the thing that we were trying to get to. Oh, we got here. the imagery of Theseus. I don't know if you can see the text that I'm reading. The camera might be pointed too high up, but the imagery, it's talking about the Amazons versus the Athenians, and that one of the pieces of pottery that depicts that we based our chapter 12-13 illustration on, where Neoptolemus is like getting ready to stab Priam. That's based on a picture of Theseus and the Amazons. Artwork of Theseus sort of came into vogue a lot more later in like history. I guess because some kind of like cultural change happened where Athenians really wanted to like get behind Theseus, and therefore a lot of the art depicting him is like really kind of, I didn't want to call it modern, but like more detailed, more traditionally detailed in the sort of like, you know, more accurate anatomy and more like sort of like photorealistic, for lack of a better word, detail. That makes the Theseus imagery a lot more accessible, I guess, to look at. The path down here is really cool. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like all these sort of colored, patterned rocks. Whoa. Oh. Get a picture of me taking a picture without the guy in it. Wow. I'm not sure what we want to do next. Let's take a quick look at the map. Kind of plan out where we're going. Currently at 39. No. 35. Okay, so we can go down this long path here to 37, which is Themistoclean Fortification. And that would be, if we're at 35, we'd be going south, which I don't really know which way is south. Okay, it's like that way, I guess. Got to be real careful on this kind of ground. Very treacherous. Even the stone, like the developed stone, is like really slippery. When I was walking, I don't know if you guys even saw when I was on that giant hilltop near the Acropolis, but I almost fell on the stones a few times because it was like really, really slippery. Be this way, I think. I want to get some food after this. Alright, let's take a quick look at our map. Little curly Q. Okay, we might be going down towards number 4, which is what? 4 is Diatikisma. Well, let's just go in this direction and see where it brings us. Whoa. And this part's not even something you buy a ticket for. So I bought tickets. You can go to like any of these like 9, or maybe like 7 actually, ancient things within 5 days. And I'm here for, 7 days, so it works perfectly. When I was at the Acropolis, I don't know if you guys even saw when I got to the Acropolis, because the stream was totally cutting out, but when I got there, there was some kind of like incident at the Acropolis, and nobody was allowed in. So they were saying like, oh, we'll have it resolved soon, and there was a huge line, and I figured like, well, I can go there anytime within these 5 days, so I'm just gonna come back later. Oh, here's a sign. We'll see where we are. Okay, so we can loop back around to this wall. Which is going to be like that way. Or not the wall, it's called the Fortifications. So I think this is what this is, where it would like, at the Diakisma thing, yeah, it's like a pretty long path. It goes like this and curves out, and then it comes back around. Oh, nice. So I think, yeah, this goes out that way, and then the wall thing starts coming back in. This is right. Wow, it's a nice, comfortable footpath here. Surprising compared to what we've been climbing a minute ago. Wow, the ground here is really cool. It's all like constructed very artistically. Wow, it's not even noon yet. What a day. That's what I call a good vacation. It's nice to know. So, I'm back. I think the cable got removed from the camera somehow, probably when I was tilting the camera up and down and stuff. But hey, it happens. So we're still walking on this path. I don't know how long ago the camera got disconnected, but we're on this path here. We're gonna see where this goes. All right, I think we're back at, that's the church. There's a dance theater that we passed over there that I guess we'll double back to that. But I want to see this sign to kind of get an idea of where we are. Ancient Deme of Koile. Whoa. Oh wow, so they have like an illustration of what the town used to look like. And you can see the road past this sign that looked exactly like that. Wow. So let's go take this path here. So this is where the streets were running, and I guess the buildings were over there. Let's check our thing. Okay, demi of Coile is probably 43 or 39. Flared wall, open air exhibition, 37. Themistoclan, no. 14, Marathon. Where the heck is the Coile thing? Demi of Melite. It's like not on the list, so we might have gone off the track here. Well, let's see where it goes. I got nothing to do today. Isn't it nice to be able to say that? I really should buy a bottle of water, even if it's just, a plastic, bottle with a cap that I can refill and keep in my bag. Because probably not a good idea to not have water. There's sort of similar information on this as the other thing. Wow, it's a huge path. Where am I going in relation to the city? Okay, we're on the other side of the Acropolis here. We're going south. Near something called Deaf Man's Cave, which is very interesting sounding to me. Dorostrato Dance Theater, I don't think we can get to from here. Oh yeah, it's on Google Maps as Ancient Demi of Coile. So this goes really far down. And then this connects to a road. Okay, I'm gonna say we should go back because I don't think there's anything else to see past this, but there is stuff to see over there. I would like to go to that dance theater, whatever that is. Definitely getting some steps in today. What's that? So to the right is the dance theater. This is Kimon's tomb. Kimonea. Gotta take a breather. Wow, that goes down far. I can't even see how far it goes. Okay, so the dance thing is that way. I'm not dressed for this much walking. I'm wearing like jeans and skateboard shoes and a black shirt that soaks up the sun, and I have a backpack on my back that, you know, traps all the heat. I guess it's like doing hot yoga, doing extra sweating. Let's try using the this tripod thing for handheld. I haven't really messed with it as a tool to use for streaming purposes. All right, let's give it a shot. Sort of awkward to take off because I have to put my hand in front of the camera to do it. Okay, so Yeah, this doesn't really work because, well, it could. Hold on, let me try this. Yeah, I think this tripod's kind of busted. I don't know what happened to it, honestly. See, it's like twisting on the base like that. That can't be good. And that's not related to this, is it? No. Yeah, it's like unrelated. Oh, you know what? There's a little screw hole in here. I could probably get I didn't bring a screwdriver, but if I go get one, I'd be able to fix it. Ooh, the sun's beating down now. It's like eerily quiet all of a sudden. Oh. Cool. So it's like a contemporary thing. I thought it was like an ancient, or maybe it's based off an ancient thing. There's an ancient dog sleeping over there. So where are we on the map here? It's not open air exhibition. Number 12. Oh, it does have a 1963, so that's like, they definitively say like, okay, it's not a ancient thing. It's cool that they write that there. Okay, 12, I see where we are. So we're here. The big statue thing was here. This is the path that we were on before. So we can kind of cut inward This will probably lead us back to number 42. Paths of Piconus. There's like a thing happening there. They were in the middle of some kind of presentation. I think this is going to lead back to where we were going. If not, then we'll find out. Yeah, it looks like this is a gate. Well, it's open, but it doesn't lead to anything, I don't think. It's like a parking lot. Okay, so let's call it there. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I couldn't have streamed this area because it's like in a dead zone, I guess. So it's nice to be able to do it as a video instead. I hope you enjoyed. And I'm gonna go get something to eat. Big piece of lamb or something. I don't know, I'll see what I find. Alright, bye-bye.